Good evening, and welcome to the Des Moines Playhouse's 2019-20 Dionysos Awards. For those of you who are watching who are new to this event, we host the Dionysos Awards each fall to honor and thank our volunteers, both on and off stage, who've been part of the past season of theater. It takes hundreds of dedicated volunteers from our community to usher guests to their seats, build and paint sets, construct costumes, and assist with quick changes, serve as an education assistant in our pit program, operate a follow spot operation, and run backstage crew for the show. We rehearse countless hours in preparation for performance, and that is just the course of one season.
For those of you who attended past Dionysos Awards, you may notice that you are watching from your couch rather than a seat in our main stage theater. Because there's no safe way for us to gather in person to give you all of the applause that our volunteers deserve, tonight you're going to see a short filmed version that recognizes our Volunteers of the Year and the recipients of Outstanding Performance Awards. We know it's not quite the same exciting theater reunion that we always like to have every year where we see familiar faces, but we are going to get through this pandemic together, and once again we will come together hopefully next year as a theater community for the Dionysos Awards. So, to get things started, we are going to share a performance from last year's 100th anniversary celebration performed by the emerging young artists that were part of the show. So please enjoy Oh the Things You Can Think from Seussical the Musical.
And welcome to our 2019-20 Dionysos Awards.
All alone in your room, at your crazy
Doyen worked backstage for A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. When another crew member left, Carrie took on those individuals' duties. He was the last crew member to leave every night, making sure to turn off the projector and move sets out of the shop so staff and volunteers could work on stage the next day. He was a standout soundboard operator for James and the Giant Peach, always alert and ready to take a note or make an adjustment, and was in line to stage manage for Pippi Longstocking.
Please welcome our 2019-20 Volunteer of the Year, Carrie Doyle.
So, hi Carrie Doyen, congratulations on being a Volunteer of the Year. Thanks for all of your work. Tell us what you worked on this year.
I was on stage crew for A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, and I was running sound for James and the Giant Peach, and I was also stage manager for Pippi Longstocking.
Which unfortunately didn't get off the ground yet. It will come back, don't worry, someday. And that still counts because you were totally gonna do it, right? Were any of those experiences like harder than the other ones, or more difficult to do that specific volunteer job?
It was my first time stage managing, so that was kind of fun to see everything from the beginning. And Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder was a little crazy at times, so that was kind of fun.
A really complicated show. You were on sound? Is that what you said?
I did crew for Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
So what were you doing backstage?
Every scene changed.
Which was intense.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for all of your hard work this season. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Screen, and I am a 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actor, Youth, on the main stage are Shea Bielgard as Randy in A Christmas Story, the Musical, Marquise Bundy as Peter Von Don in The Diary of Anne Frank, and Ryan Henze as Ralphie in A Christmas Story, the Musical. And the award goes to Ryan Henze.
Congratulations, Ryan, on behalf of the Playhouse on your outstanding performance, and thanks for all of your hard work in the 2019-20 season.
Ralph Bowman has been with the Final Act Ensemble for just a little over a year, but has already made himself invaluable as roadie, being Johnny on the spot for loading, unloading, and setting up equipment at performance sites. As an actor, he's voiced everything from businessmen to villains to animals to country bumpkins. He does a great Doberman. As importantly, Ralph brings 30 years of teaching and directing to the table, resulting in excellent ideas for the group.
Please welcome our 2019-20 Volunteer of the Year, Ralph Bowman.
Thank you.
So, tell us, what have you done this year?
Stayed inside a lot.
What have been some of the projects you've done here at the Playhouse?
Well, I'm a member of the Final Act Ensemble, which I think should be renamed to the Finest Act Ensemble.
There you go.
I love the cast, love the director, and enjoy the shows that we do. But I especially enjoy the audiences that we get to visit as we go from one place to another.
Have you got a story that you'd like to share, some particular memory that you this year?
Well, most of my memories from this year are concerning the inside of my house. But try to have fun, and I send out jokes every day to the Final Act Ensemble cast members to try to lift up their spirits and keep them the same happy-go-lucky people that they have been, and that's the reason I enjoy working with them.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Ralph, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Josie Talley, and I'm a 2019 to 2020 Volunteer of the Year. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actress, Youth, in a Main Stage Production are Isabel Piedras as Anne Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank, Lily Spar as Mary Beth and Can-Can Girlfriend in A Christmas Story the Musical, and Ashlyn Yu as Esther Jane in A Christmas Story the Musical. And the award goes to Isabel Piedras.
Congratulations, Isabel. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and your hard work for our 2019-20 season.
Hi, Leanne. Hi, Debbie. Hi, everyone. It's Debbie and Leanne. We're here tonight to say a special thanks to our guest services volunteers. What's a guest services volunteer, you ask? Well, let us tell you. Guest service volunteers are the ushers who hand you your playbill and show you to your seats, welcome you to the theater entrance, assist you during the performance, and help us keep the theater clean after a show ends. They attend special training outside of the show just to be able to usher. And they don't often get much applause or recognition while volunteering. So to all of our guest services volunteers in 2019-20, we say,
thank you.
Bravo.
We see you.
We appreciate you.
And we couldn't do the show without you.
Rich and Trudy Holst are longtime supporters of the Playhouse and only recently started devoting time to the theater community as volunteers. In their first year of volunteering at the Playhouse, they worked in the scene shop for every show in our 2019-20 season. You have seen Trudy's painting skills this season in the colors of every show, and Rich's craftsmanship in each set. They even painted the giant umbrella peaches for James and the Giant Peach. Rich and Trudy are a great team.
Please welcome 2019-20 Volunteers of the Year, Trudy and Rich Holst.
All right, so congratulations on your award. Tell us how long you've been volunteering at the Playhouse.
We just started at the beginning of last season. We decided it was time for us to give something back because we've enjoyed coming for so many years as season ticket holders.
Well, we're really glad you jumped in as a volunteer as well. What did you work on this season?
I think we either helped to build or paint just about every set up and down until Singing in the Rain. We spent a lot of time and effort on that one, and
we were impressed. It was
a fantastic set. It was just fun to work on, and it looked so good when we were done. We were very disappointed that you had to cancel before it was our turn to come.
Or at least you got to see a little bit of the backstage action, and I don't know if it helps that or not, but that stage and set went on to provide for 5 other productions that we did after Singing in the Rain, so very sad that it wasn't able to run longer, but also it really helped out with the shows we did after that too. We reused that set as much as we could.
Great.
Any other good memories of the last season or anything you liked working on?
I still have a sock with orange paint on it from doing the Giant Peach.
Yeah, the Giant Peach. The umbrellas.
Yeah, we did the umbrellas for that. We were painting those things. Of course, I'm a sloppy painter, so.
That's what you need for the base coat, though.
Yeah.
You don't need the details yet. Well, I kind of love knowing that you two are the ones who painted those Giant Peach umbrellas. I'm really glad I asked you that. Congratulations on your award, and thank you so much for all you've done for us this past season.
Thank you.
We look forward to doing it some more.
Good evening. My name is Pilar Berg, and I'm a 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Adult Actor in the Kate Goldman Children's Theater production are Michael Bundy II as Centipede in James and the Giant Peach, Chris Ennis as Mr. Smee in Tinkerbell, Michael Howland as Captain Hook in Tinkerbell, Andrew Lee as Earthworm in James and the Giant Peach, and Jordan Potter as Adam in Freaky Friday. And the award goes to Chris Ennis. Congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations, Chris Ennis. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and your hard work for our 2019-20 season.
Abby Kilpatrick is no stranger to life in the theater. When she started volunteering at the Playhouse, she could stand in for just about any job that was needed and has always done so willingly and with positive energy. Abby was the lighting designer for Disney's Freaky Friday one-act, has filled in as an usher and a follow spot operator, and stage managed Love Letters and Miss Electricity this summer in the first ever outdoor Playhouse theater. Abby even traded in her walkie-talkie to push the concessions cart around the parking lot when help was needed. Please welcome 2019-20 Volunteer of the Year, Abby Kilpatrick. Hi, Abby. Congratulations on being a Volunteer of the Year. Tell us what shows you worked on this season.
So I started with Freaky Friday in last fall, where I light designed, and then I was a part of our spotlight crew for Christmas Story, and then I worked on Love Letters, the children's show Miss Electricity, and then I helped with The Roommate.
So you got to be part of the summer team, which was really new and weird and exciting. So first of all, thank you. Tell us what you did for our summer shows, first of all.
So I stage managed the 3 that I worked on. And so I was there to run lights, and then I ran sound for The Roommate.
And also part of that was like figuring out how to be a COVID stage manager outdoors in the parking lot of the theater, which just took so much flexibility and patience, which we so appreciated from you. Do you have any fun stories from summer or from the past season of things that happened?
Not really. It was definitely my first experience with stage managing, so that was something new and exciting.
Any fun outdoor weather things that happened?
I didn't have to deal with the rain, so we were glad for that.
The gods were smiling on you.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you so much, Abby, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Natalie Jo Lorenz, and I am a 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year Award winner. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actress Adult in a Kate Goldman's theater production are Samantha Beard as Miss Spider in James and the Giant Peach, Anastasia Deese as Ellie Blake in Freaky Friday, Chelsea Holland as Catherine Blake in Freaky Friday, Ashley Marie Rogers as Peter Pan in Tinkerbell, and Maya Tallarico as Tinkerbell in Tinkerbell. And the award goes to Maya Tallarico. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Maya, on behalf of the Playhouse. Thank you for your outstanding performance and for all of your hard work in our 2019-20 season.
Thank you all so much for this. This is an amazing accomplishment.
Hello, I'm Angie Lampy, Associate Artistic Director.
And I'm Tim Harris, Associate Technical Director.
Hey, we almost have the same job title.
We're associates.
Last March, when the pandemic shut down theater in America, we were 2 nights into a run of Singing in the Rain on the main stage and about to start rehearsing Pippi Longstocking in the Children's Theater. Auditions were posted for Leaving Iowa, and I was already trying to figure out how to sew a knit onto Mrs. Trunchbull's skirt in Matilda the Musical.
Instead, we did a major pivot and produced 4 outdoor summer shows: Love Letters, Rounding Third, Miss Electricity, and The Roommate.
This took a lot of last-minute planning and a lot of trial and error, but ultimately it was a gift we were able to give to our community and a handful of wonderful volunteers.
Since 2020 already is a weird mess, we decided to pivot our Dionysos Awards a bit and recognize all the cast and crews of Singing through The Roommate by giving them a place on our Volunteers of the Year wall for next year. A cast photo from each production will join our Volunteer of the Year photos in the upper lobby.
We would have ordered you all Dionysos Awards, but we're a theater in the middle of a pandemic and that's just too expensive.
No kidding. But truly, thank you for being a part of our response to COVID-19 and for taking a chance on a new way to produce theater at the Playhouse.
We love you and we can't wait to see you back at the theater.
Carrie Lee is such a positive energy backstage. She is always willing to help out and does everything with a smile. Carrie's dedication to A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder was incredible. She moved from dresser to stagehand and properties prep and even took over the Playhouse's social media for a day. She did every job asked of her with a positive attitude that was infectious throughout the cast and crew. Carrie worked on many shows throughout the 2019-20 season, but one of her most interesting props projects included making the Bumpus Hounds in A Christmas Story, the musical. Please welcome our 2019-20 Volunteer of the Year, Carrie Lee.
Congratulations, Carrie Lee, on your Volunteer of the Year award. I have a few questions for you. Tell us what shows you worked on this season.
I worked on Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. I worked on A Christmas Story, James the Giant Peach, Diary of Anne Frank, Tinkerbell, and Sing in the Rain.
That is a lot of things. What were all of your job titles this season?
I was the dresser, I worked backstage, I was the props designer, and I helped build sets.
That is so cool. You were a woman of many talents. Did you have a favorite story or experience from this work that you did?
One thing that I really enjoyed was working backstage for Gentleman's Guide. We were all dancing backstage during a lot of the dice with numbers, so that was very fun.
So you could have gone on if someone had literally broken a leg?
No, it was off stage only, and that was very fun.
All right. Well, congratulations again, and thanks for all you do for the Playhouse, Carrie.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Alexandria Porter, a 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actor, Youth in a Kate Goldman Children's Theater production are Carson Klein as James in James and the Giant Peach, Gus McIntaffer as Toodles in Tinkerbell, Ridge Rutherford as Pirate in Tinkerbell, and Quentin Steinbach as Fletcher in Freaky Friday. And the award goes to Quentin Steinbach.
Congratulations, Quentin. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and your hard work for our 2019-20 season.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Robin Spar.
And I'm Jessica Van Essen.
And we would like to take a moment to thank all of you who helped out this season, who didn't get to dress up and film yourself accepting an award.
You might be the person who had to move that impossible Christmas tree in A Christmas Story.
Or the volunteer who had to wait through all of the Diary of Anne Frank just for that one scene where you played a Nazi officer.
Maybe you spent countless hours constructing and painting the Singin' in the Rain set, only to see it deconstructed so we could build an outdoor stage.
Oh, here's a good one. Maybe you were the usher who had to clean up that soda spill that started up in row J and ran all the way down to row A.
Whatever job you found yourself doing in our 2019-20 shows, even if you think it went unnoticed or unappreciated, know that we saw you and we are so thankful for you.
The Playhouse wouldn't be what it is without people like you who do whatever is needed with a willing heart.
I heard someone had to clean up barf 10 minutes before one of the children's theater shows this season.
Been there, done that, and it's disgusting. I guess what we're trying to say is thank you.
Karen Schaefer has long been a patron, performer, playwright, and stage manager, and so much more for the Playhouse. This year, she's shown as the dresser in charge of the quick changes for the Dicesquith family in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. During the course of each performance, Karen executed, no pun intended, 11 quick changes for one actor, each in under a minute. The performer literally could not have gone on without her, and we are so happy to recognize Karen for the outstanding job she did on the costume crew. Please welcome 2019-20 Volunteer of the Year, Karen Schaefer. Karen Schaefer, congratulations on being a Volunteer of the Year. Thank you for all the work you did for us. Tell us what shows you worked on.
I worked on Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder and the 100th anniversary.
And what did you do for each of those shows? Because you wore very different hats. No pun intended.
I did. I dressed Brett, who was the lead, and I can't even remember how many costume changes we had for that.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then I was the stage manager for the 100th anniversary.
Which was a lot of people.
That was a lot of people.
That was a lot of management.
But it was so much fun. Being able to be part of both of those experiences was absolutely amazing. Being part of the crew for John's last show, that was so heartwarming that I was there in the early years with John, and I was there at the end too. So that I was able to be part of those two things was just amazing. And then the 100th year, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Can you imagine? I can't even begin to believe that we hit 100 years and that I was part of that experience, and somewhere down the road, someone will say, who was in that? And I can hopefully still be around to say, that was me.
I stage managed that.
I stage managed that.
That's awesome. Karen, thank you so much for being around with us for this past season. And I know you'll be here in so many different capacities well into the future. So congratulations.
Thank you so very much.
Good evening. My name is Molly Hackman, and I am a 2019-2020 Spirit Award recipient. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actress, Youth, in a Kate Goldman Children's Theater production are Annika Baker as Savannah in Freaky Friday, Caitlin Gallagher as Wendy in Tinkerbell, Tatum Lowell as Monica in Freaky Friday, Aaron Morris as Ensemble in James and the Giant Peach. And the award goes to Aaron Morris.
Congratulations, Aaron Morris. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and your hard work for our 2019-20 season.
Marquise Bundy always came to rehearsals for Disney's Freaky Friday one act with a positive attitude and put a smile on everyone's face. He'd help everyone reteaching choreography, listening to others' problems. He always made sure that the props and set pieces were where they needed to be and ensured that the ensemble and cast were taken care of and that the show went off seamlessly. As Peter Van Daan in The Diary of Anne Frank, he joined the rehearsal process late, but worked hard, caught up quickly to join the rest of the cast, and was always devoted to the show in spite of his busy schedule. Marquise has been a joy to work with since he started performing at the Playhouse in the Summer Performance Academy shows, and this season he stood out as a cast member who went above and beyond to encourage fellow cast and crew members and be an example of hard work and positivity. Please welcome 2019-20 Spirit Award recipient Marquise Bundy. Congratulations on being the recipient of the Spirit Award this season, Marquise Bundy. Tell us what shows you were a part of. Usually this goes to someone who was in a show, often not a lead in a show, but a cast member who's just really stood out as like a cheerleader to the cast, someone who's a great example and just always has a good attitude. And so tell us what you did this year.
Yeah, so I was in the ensemble of Freaky Friday in the Kate Goldman Children's Theater, and I was Peter Van Daan in The Diary of Anne Frank.
Cool. Does anything stand out to you from any of those shows? Did you do anything fun or any good cast stories that you can share?
Yeah, so for Freaky Friday, during Tech Week, I decided that I was going to vlog it and just tell how the experience was going for everyone. And so I would go around to everyone in the cast, say, hey, I'm vlogging. If you want to say something to the vlog, until they did. And I did that for the whole week. And I would put the video, put all the videos together into one big vlog for the cast to look at the end of the show. So
That is so cool. I should have had you film and compile the Dionysos Awards. I feel like you would have done a great job of that. Thanks, Marquise, and again, congratulations.
thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Beth Weinberg, and I am a 2019-2020 Volunteer of the Year. The nominees for Outstanding Performance by an Actor, Adult, in a Main Stage Production are Greg Blumhagen as Otto Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank, Zachary Dean Smith as Monty Navarro in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Brett Spar as the Old Man in A Christmas Story the Musical, and Brett Spar as the Dicequith family in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. And the award goes to Brett Spar.
Congratulations, Brett. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and your hard work for our 2019-20 season.
Good evening. My name is Laura Sparks, and I'm a 2019-2020 Spirit Award recipient. The nominations for Outstanding Performance by an Actress, Adult, in a Main Stage Production are Molly Fullerton as Mrs. Von Don in The Diary of Anne Frank, Gina Gedler as Miss Shingle in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Jackie Schmillen as Mother in A Christmas Story the Musical, Maggie Schmidt as Sibella in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Stephanie Schneider as Miss Shields in A Christmas Story the Musical. And the award goes to Maggie Schmidt.
Congratulations, Maggie. On behalf of the Playhouse, thank you for your outstanding performance and all of your hard work in our 2019-20 season.
Harold Hinkhouse is a Renaissance man, and on any given day can be found volunteering backstage, in guest services, or in the administrative offices. He has painted part of nearly every set this season, whether it has meant base coating walls or working on the finer details like wood graining. A longtime guest services volunteer, Harold greets and ushers guests, and in the summer months even helped clean restrooms between usages. This summer, he also took on a big Playhouse project that continues to this day, entering data from 100 years of programs into what will become the Internet Playhouse database. To date, he's entered 19 seasons, representing 194 shows and nearly 17,500 volunteer names. Please welcome our 2019-20 Dick Brown Superior Volunteer, Harold Hinkhouse.
Harold, congratulations on being the Dick Brown Superior Volunteer this year. Let us know what you have been working on this season.
Well, I've been volunteering for front of house, ushering and checking tickets and various things. I was involved in the drive-in theater this summer. I have been involved in the backstage painting, which is very, very interesting and fun. And I've also recently gotten involved in the Playhouse database project, which is the entry of playbill information from the earliest days of the Playhouse up to the present, and then also kind of branched over to scanning photographs.
Right, so I've seen you in the admin office a lot, actually volunteering as well on that database project.
Right.
You've been going through every single playbill, and what are you typing in the information into the database?
Correct. There's several volunteers that are actually doing it, and we are typing in various production information all of the cast members and characters, and then the volunteer information, so that there'll be a complete database of all of the cast, volunteers, and production information.
Do you know how many seasons you've been through off the top of your head?
I have personally entered in, I believe, 20 seasons.
20 entire seasons of Playbills. That's
Correct.
That's really
quite
cool.
A few.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of time, Harold.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting because you see the history of the Playhouse from very beginning up to the present. Just amazing.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Harold, thank you for all of your work. You've worked in just about every area that you can volunteer in this season and many others, and we've just so appreciated having you around the Playhouse and all of your hard work, so thank you.
Thank you. It's been great.
Thank you so much for joining us online for the Dionysos Awards. Here's hoping we will see you again next year in the theater.
The Playhouse continues to produce outstanding theater because of the love, time, and dedication our volunteers pour into this place. Thank you for making the Playhouse what it is today. We will make it to the other side of the pandemic, and we can't wait to see you at the theater again.
Please enjoy tonight's final performance by 2017-18 Dionysos Award winner Blake Clyde.
End of May or early June, this picture-perfect afternoon we shared. Drive the winding country road, grab a scoop at a la mode, and then we're there. An open field that's framed with trees, we pick a spot and shoot the breeze like buddies do. Quoting songs by our favorite bands, telling jokes no one understands except us two. And we talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. We walk a while and talk about the things we'll do when we get out of school. Bike the Appalachian Trail, or write a book, or learn to sail. Wouldn't that be cool? There's nothing that we can't discuss. Like girls we wish would notice us, but never do. He looks around and he says to me, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And I say, me too. And we talk and take in the view. We just talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. This way. All we see is light for forever. 'Cause the sun shines bright for forever. Life will be alright for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. And there he goes, racing toward the tallest tree. From far across that yellow field, I hear him calling, follow me. There we go, wondering how the world might look from up so high. One foot after the other, one branch then to another. I climb higher and higher, I climb until the entire sun shines on my face. And I suddenly feel the branch give way. I'm on the ground, my arm goes numb. I look around, and I see him coming to get me. He's come to get me, and everything's okay. All we see is sky. For forever we let the world pass by. For forever, buddy, you and I. For forever, this way, this way. All we see is light, 'cause the sun burns bright. We could be alright for forever this way. Two friends, true friends, on a perfect day.
Am I giving you the right energy? Too much, too little? You still liking it?
I like what you're doing. Just, it's like that.
More relaxed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this is Katie. I'm editing the Dionysos Awards video in my living room. It's quite late. And I realized I'd been writing 2019-20 so often that when I sent the script to all the wonderful presenters tonight, they all announced themselves as current Volunteers of the Year of the 2019-20 season, which is inaccurate. They're all 2018-19 Volunteers of the Year. So for those of you at home who are fact-checking me, you're right, I'm wrong. I take the blame for that one. Enjoy the show.
A guest services volunteer are the people who, oh, sorry, start over, sorry.
Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start having a nice conversation.
Like we do.
Exactly.
In the lobby. Hi, Leanne. Hey, Debbie.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie and Leanne. Wait, can we start over?
Yeah.
Hey, we almost have the same job title.
We're associates.
I did it too early. Sorry.
Good evening.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Good evening.
Wait, I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
Good evening.
2017-18 Dionysos Award winner, Blake Clyde.
In A Christmas Story. Or the volunteer who had to wait backstage for the...
That's okay.
No, I'm just.
That's better.
There. Yeah.
Dance party!
And welcome to our 2019-20 Dionysos Awards.
I feel like we need that.